Hey, Nick Reich with Behind Bars Racing, Fordzilla, giving you guys a little update. It's been a very, very busy and stressful week. Rack bouncing's not easy, and I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of look into what it takes to have to race every weekend, keep everything going, and the amount of people that help. So you know, everybody's seen on Saturday we raced Outlaw Finals. I had three runs. 2 out of the 3 runs I made mistakes that cost me 2 to 5 seconds on. Luckily, I was still able to pull out the win and take first place for the weekend, which was awesome. That was my goal of going there. I'm really happy about that. Really happy that I ended up with the championship as well. I mean, that's awesome. We have a race right away this coming weekend, which is today is Thursday. This Friday and Saturday we race both days at Crandon, and those are shootout style racing, so we race multiple times, so we have to have parts and be able to work on machine. Anyway, on this last run at the Outlaw, I experienced some blue smoke, and it was getting progressively worse. So what that means is there was something in the motor, some seal or gasket, or possibly a part failure that was letting oil get by, you know, possibly an oil ring. So how my time went is basically we did podiums at Outlaw. As soon as podiums are done, we load up and we start driving back. And you know, we're a long way, so I drove till midnight on Saturday. We park, sleep, got up at 6:30, 7, took off again, got home around 3:30. One of my good friends, Neil, was with me. Neil helps with everything, so when we're driving, he was cleaning in the trailer and got everything spick and span there. So when we got home, we didn't have a whole lot to do. We just unload. Our process is we unload and we wash the machine. As soon as I start washing Fordzilla, I do 3 sets of washing to get everything very, very clean so I can work on it. So in between those stages, when I use a different type of cleaner, and I let it sit for anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes, and then Neil will take over the pressure washer and he'll wash on the hauler. And while I'm doing that, I'm disassembling more on Fordzilla. I'm taking like the seat out, and taking, you know, the rear view camera out, starting to take the engine cage off, all types of that stuff, just to be most efficient with the time. And why is because we have so little time. When I talk about our time, what I'm referring to is, like, you got to realize that I left on Thursday. I get back on Sunday. I haven't seen my family. And I mean, I work 12 to 16 hours every single day. So there has to be some sort of a balance to keep everybody happy that, you know, their dad's just not gone all the time, and my wife and all that. So I really try hard to, when I get home on Sunday, I want to have everything buttoned up, machine washed and ready to go for my mechanic when he comes in Monday morning. And basically from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I can dedicate completely to my family. So anyway, we're prepping, we're washing, and I start getting the engine cage off, and I want to dig into this motor to see what it's like and what's going on with it. I get the engine cage off, I get the valve cover off, I do an inspection. I do not see anything wrong inside the valve cover. I do determine by taking the plugs out that it's a number 2 cylinder on the passenger side that is black, and that's the one that the oil's going through. So that verifies 2 things: that there's a problem only on that cylinder, and that it's coming there through the intake, through a oil ring, through a cylinder. So what I do is I put a camera in, I scope that cylinder. Cylinder has no damage to it, nothing that I can see with a camera, and then I do a compression test. Compression test turns out great. It's actually basically like brand new, my motor is, so that's good. I did not do a leak down test. That would have been next step if I did, but I did not do that. So from there on, I determined that this is something that I'm probably gonna have to pull the intake on, and kind of out of not something that we want the engine builder to do any kind of engine work, so he can, you know, stand behind his product and make sure that's great. My engine builder is Andy Olson, and he's only about 30 minutes from me, so I get him on the phone right away. He says, as soon as you can get it to me, get it over here. I'll get it done as soon as possible. Don't worry about anything. So why, in my head, with the stress of this, is that you never truly know what it is. Even when you fix something, you never truly know until you drive it again that was it. And that's what I've learned in rock bouncing. You always got to be prepared for multiple issues. So in my head, all the goal and timeline is to get this over there as soon as possible. I do not have any help on Monday, as my mechanic is actually having surgery, so he was not available Monday. So we did everything we could. I went and spent my family time on Sunday with my wife and kids, which is all great. I had to get up at 3 a.m. to go 2.5 hours away from home for a big pour that we were doing. We got that finished up Monday. All day Monday while I was working in my downtime, I was planning how I was going to do things when I got home. Ended up getting home pretty late, 6:30. It might even have been 7 p.m. on Monday. Pretty wore out, kind of overwhelmed, and just didn't really have enough drive to do anything. My wife stepped up and brought me, she came out and she's like, hey, I'll help you. I'll go get your supper. You can eat your supper while you drive, and I'll come with you. Just go ahead and do your thing. So I had some punctured tires on the back of Fordzilla, so I swapped those out right away. Loaded Fordzilla on a trailer. I had to put the valve covers back on and get it assembled a little bit so I could drive it. Load it on a trailer, haul it over to Andy's. Now it's, I don't know, 8 p.m. No, it's 9 p.m. Tuesday night. So we get that there, get it all backed in. They start tearing into it. We get home 10:30 or so. I get to bed. Have to get up early again. I think I had to get up at like 4:45 Tuesday. We end up working a 14-hour day on Tuesday. Get done. I call Andy. He says, yes, come get the bouncer. It's ready. It was just an intake gasket, no big deal. It was very obvious, no damage. He says, you should have noticed a power loss. You were definitely down on one cylinder, if not two. I did not notice any power loss other than on my outlaw race when I had to throw it in reverse on the third run. It did not blow the tires off when I stabbed the gas. That's the only thing I noticed, but I thought that was just sort of a fluke or something. But so it's Tuesday night now, and I run over there and pick the machine up. Get home, it's 10:45 p.m. Get the bouncer in the shop, get up on the lift, get it all ready, a list made for Dennis, my mechanic, when he shows up Tuesday, to start doing all his prep, reassembling, and all the other tricks and things. Andy did find a couple. He found a motor mount that was bent and twisted pretty bad, putting a lot of flex or a lot of tension on the block. He bent that back, took care of that, re-welded it, and then a couple little other small issues that he took care of. So that really helped. Then Wednesday we go, and it's raining all day. We work all day inside a shed, which was great. My mechanic was working on Fordzilla, and he was getting ready to switch some tires around, and we realized that our tire ball inflator was 2 hours away at Stasworks, our sponsor. So my wife stepped up and spent 5 hours of her day driving to go get that, to get it to Dennis, my shop guy, on Wednesday while I was working, to make sure that he could get his job done, and he did. And now it's Thursday, and we're on a job site about an hour from home, and just trying to get all this, just trying to keep everything going. I mean, it's basically, if you wanted to figure it in hours, it's been 18-hour days every single day when you include racing and work, and I just don't have the ability to go any harder than that and still do a good job at my job that earns me a living. So that's kind of the hard part about rock bouncing, trying to make it all work. And you could always take the time off. You could always just step away. But there are people that are counting on you. It's just like a job. Sponsors, people that are trusting you be there. Fans especially. I mean, they're this is their only opportunity to see us race when it's close like this. And I just kind of want to give you guys an overall view of how many people and work hard to make this all happen. So huge thanks to my wife for supporting me. I would have gave up here a night or two, and we would be behind and even more stressed if it wouldn't be for her. Huge thanks to Andy Olson, my motor builder. I appreciate you so much being able to get me in. I mean, at a second shift hours and help me get fixed up. And then a huge thanks to Dennis, my shop guy, for all your hard work and keeping me. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to get first place in this series. And then also, I mean, there's hundreds of other people, but huge thanks to Jake Pike. Always supporting, always, every time I have an issue, point me in the right direction. David Page, same thing. And then all you guys out there on the internet that give me your support and point me in the right direction when I have problems. So not all blue skies and sunshine every day, but we're making it work and we're making it happen. And hopefully we'll have some success this weekend at Cranon. So look for more videos. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.